Learn on the Force.
Hello there, I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
Hey, and we're going to do a review for you today of Star Wars The Black Series, Krrsantan from the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But before we do,
don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications.
That's right. And check out the video that we have for a 500 sub giveaway. You want to get in on that action. We're giving away the new Ahsoka Tano Padawan from the Clone Wars. And when she comes out, we want to reach 500 subs. So we're anxiously waiting. We want to give that away so badly. So please get in on the action.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Look, everyone. Here is the front of the box for Krrsantan from the Book of Boba Fett. He is in a plastic-free box, and you see the Star Wars The Black Series logo at the top. You see Hasbro logo down below, the 4+, and up down there in the circle, and a beautiful picture of Krrsantan on the front. And on the side, we have that artwork that is very, 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 very nice. It's done very well. I can't say enough about the artwork that they've been doing for the murals and the Galaxy boxes. And then on the back, we have another picture of the full view of Krrsantan. We have the Star Wars The Black Series logo. We have a little description about Krrsantan up there, and he's number 4 in the Book of Boba Fett series. And we have all the small print and all the warnings and the Disney and Hasbro logos down below. And on the side, the other side, we see a picture of Krrsantan. We have his measurements and everything that's included in the box. And then we just have the Star Wars Black Series logo up there again. And there we have the box for Krrsantan. And now on to the unboxing. Okay, here we go. Let's get him out of the box and see what he feels like, what he looks like. Oh, that good stuff. Accessories coming out. And let's get this big bad boy out of here. Nice. Heavy. He's a heavy guy. All right. Okay, we have a box here, a little cardboard boxy here thing. Oh, look at this piece of weapon. This is pretty nice. Oh, wow, there we go. Look at that. How bad? I've never seen something so big. Wow, nice. Oh boy. Now that's a Wookiee. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There he is, Krrsantan. And now on to the paint and articulation next. Alright, so I have the Krrsantan here. Let's just go ahead and do the paint from the accessory. And he comes with one accessory, but it is crazy big rifle. And it's got like a little blue, I don't know if you can tell, but it's blue at the end of the barrel there. And it's pretty cool. We've got some markings here to indicate that it's a pretty powerful weapon. It looks like it anyhow from the details and the markings on the, I mean, you've got like, looks like 2 scopes, and I have no idea if this is a 3rd scope in here. But that's like kind of very cool. If we look around to the other side, we've got some red marks going on, so I bet you he can push some buttons and make something else happen through this thing. Looks like an awesome weapon. Let's look at Krrsantan now. So he is a Wookiee, so he looks a little, he doesn't look a lot like Chewbacca, but he is the same species. But the markings on him are crazy nice. And we've got little grayish going on in his face and his sculpt. And, indicating, you know, he's kind of older. Look at the hair and the ties coming down from his face. That's nice. I really like that. His belt that goes crisscross around his chest and his body is very cool. The markings on it, the gold and the brown, really nice. And if you kind of move these away, you can see that the marking. I have no idea what it means, but that is kind of cool. It's very detailed and accurate to his character of the Book of Boba Fett series. And his belt down here. More markings, very detailed. I mean, it's very nice. And these pauldrons up here are like heavy duty. They got little spikes on them, and they've got some detail in there as well. Some designs going on like that.
They're not pauldrons.
They aren't pauldrons.
They don't have pauldrons.
No, they don't have pauldrons, but it's, okay, well, let's just call it a shoulder cap then.
Shoulder pads?
Shoulder pads, shoulder caps, but they look dangerous. They look dangerous. Look, he's got more things coming down the back of his head, too. More ponies are, you know, long. That is very cool. That is very cool. Looks like he's got something going on here that he captured that he keeps on there. And he's got a little pouch there on his belt. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's look at his hands. So he got, I've not tried to get this there. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so he's got like a gold piece around the, and I guess it's attached to his knuckles. So, I mean, it looks like it's got some pointy stuff going on that. I would not want to get in a fight with him. No siree. And it's the same thing, only it looks like it's more detailed on the other hand. But it's the same kind of thing that he has in his hands. And his detail of his hair, I mean, these have fur on them. And his nails, it's just really nice. I really like this figure. It's very nice. Let's do some articulation. Let me start with these legs first. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Very easy to do that split. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, this is certainly an upgrade from the Chewbacca body. Oh my gosh. These knees, oh, that's nice. Nice movement. I'm going to do the twist, man. Just spin his body back and forth. I mean, he could really do that. He's just so agile here. Let me see how far these knees will go back. Probably about that far, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Okay, nice. And then we got the feet, which don't seem to go up too much more. It'll go up just a little bit. And then I believe it can go down some. So, which is nice. Cool. I think it's pretty good. I think it's good movement for the character. I think it works with the character and how it moves, and so I think that's really nice. So the arms, let me see how high these go up. I'm just gonna, okay, I think that's as far as it will go, and the arms come in that far. We've got the wrist moving down, back and in, and they've made it so with the fur coming over top of his hands, you can still move these hands. So I wish they would kind of work that in with some of the other characters or figures, but I know it's not possible. Probably wouldn't make sense with the clones. But this I kind of does, and I really like it, so you can actually move that with having the fur come over his hands. Yeah, so that's nice. Now this hand, I'm thinking it'll go in, down a little bit, and then it goes up. So, I mean, it's a little bit movement. It's a little bit movement. That's good. So, yeah. The head sculpt, we looked at, pretty basic. You know, I think it's pretty accurate for the show. I mean, that's really nice. And I don't know that it spins any more than what it does. It's the head movement. But again, he's a big guy, and I don't know that for his character, his head needs to move all that much. I mean, I think it's going to move a little bit more if I push it. But that's about all the movement that you get out of him. But I like it. You can really bend him and really bend him back. I like that. He twists very nicely. You could spin him the whole way around. Very nicely. Wish we had like I said, I wish we had a little more head movement, but for the character, I think that the head movement that we got going, it works for the character. This is much better. I wish we would have gotten a new body on the 40th anniversary Chewbacca, but because this is certainly very nice. So that is the paint articulation for the Krrsantan. Let's move on to the figure spotlight next. Krrsantan is also known as Black Krrsantan. He also has a number of nicknames: Santy, BK, Dr. Afra. His nickname by her was Black K, and by a nickname that Boba Fett and Garsa Flip called him Santo. And we also know that he is a Mal Wookiee bounty hunter. He worked during the rule of the Galactic Empire into the era of the New Republic, and that's where his career spanned from. His home world is Kashyyyk. He was trained by the infamous Zoti brothers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he was trained by these brothers as a gladiator. He was also hired by crime lord Jabba the Hutt, and that's where he comes into play with Jabba the Hutt, and he ends up with the twins down the road.
His cousins.
Jabba the Hutt's cousins. He fought Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he received a scar from his lightsaber. He was captured by Fett after the twins left Tatooine and eventually was employed by Boba Fett. He also participated in a battle against the Pike Syndicate, which resulted in the Fett Grota's victory. Under Fett, of course. And that's it for the figure spotlight.
All right. I am loving this figure. I am really, this is a big wow for me.
Me too. I'm right on board with you, Jedi.
I'm very impressed.
Yes, me too.
At how movable he is, being the big chunky chunk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like him better than the Chewbacca Wookiee.
Yeah.
Like that figure.
Oh.
There's no
comparison. I mean,
yeah.
It's like totally
night and day.
Yeah.
This one I love.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I mean, we saw the whole thing with what I said in the spotlight with the twins.
Yeah.
He was with the twins.
Right.
And Jabba the Hutt's cousins. So he brought him in to Boba Fett, and they wanted to take over Boba Fett, and it didn't work out. Well, we saw this whole figure come to life, like you said, in the Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
You know, and we see him coming in with twins.
Yeah, wasn't that a big production?
Yeah, it was a big production. Oh, that took forever.
I know.
So, and, you know, cousins of Jabba the Hutt, and,
right.
And there we go. Here they come, and who's standing by him? Bounty hunter.
Krrsantan. Yep.
Krrsantan.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
He ends up with Boba Fett though.
Yep.
And he becomes loyal to Boba Fett.
Yes, he does.
You know. So hey.
Yeah.
He's a
turns out to be a goodie.
Yeah.
The cost and availability for this figure, you can get him now. He's available for $33.99. The Book of Boba Fett, Krrsantan, available at Target, Hasbro, Pulse, Entertainment Earth, and he may be other places, but these ones are reputable. And you can get them for $33.99. So if you don't have them, add them to your collection because you will be happy you did. He's a wonderful, wonderful figure, and he brings out so much character and life to that the figure and the role itself, Krrsantan. Yeah. It's a chunky monkey Wookiee.
No, he's not chunky. He's nothing but muscle.
I know. True. He's a beefy meefy. He's a beefy woofy Wookiee.
No.
Beefy.
Beefy?
Beefy.
But what's this woofy, woofy, woofy?
You know, woof. Beefy woofy Wookiee. And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the review. Let us know in the comments below what you thought. If you like the character, if you like the figure.
Or maybe you have that figure and would like to mention some things that we didn't mention about that figure, and it might be helpful to someone.
That's right. That's right. So, before we go,
hit the like and subscribe buttons.
That's right.
And turn on notifications.
Yes, yes. And don't forget to check out the video, the 500 subs sub giveaway down below. And thank you so much for all your support, the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions. They all help our channel. You help support us that way, and we thank you and appreciate it so much. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. I'm Jedi Joy.
I'm Jedi Jill.
May the Force be with you.